Welcome back students. Now we see exercise 5.3. So already we have understand some terms for this chance and probability. So whatever chance and probability means, if you are doing something you have two choices, either it will complete it or it will not. Two choices you have. According to that we are doing this exercise 5.3. So let's see the first question. List the outcomes you can see in these experiments. So you have given spinning wheels. Which one? Suppose this is your spinning wheel. Okay. So A is given 2 times, B, C and D, and you are spinning this wheel. So what is the outcomes? Suppose first time if you are doing the trial you are getting B, second time you are getting C, third time you are getting D, fourth time you are getting A, fifth time you are getting again A. Is it possible? You cannot guess if you are spinning this card where it will stop. It can be on A, it can be on B, it can be on C or it can be on D. You cannot guess it. You have to just guess it whether first time you are rotating it can be A or B or C or D. So anything can come. So what we can say is outcomes for the first chance. The outcome is either A, either B, either C or either D. Any possibilities there. So we have to write all that A, B, C, D, that is your outcomes for the first one. Second question, tossing 2 points together. Then what is your outcomes? Either you toss a coin twice or toss 2 points at the same time. You have two probabilities. Either you are getting head or you are getting tail. Okay, that is. But if you are tossing both the coins, it has a possibility that you are getting 2 heads or you are getting 2 tails or you are getting 1 head, 1 tail or you are getting 1 tail, 1 head. So you have 4 possibilities. If you are tossing the coin at a time, you cannot surely say that you are getting the head, you are getting the tail. It is not possible. So it has 4 possibilities. If you are tossing the 2 coins together, you are getting either 2 heads, H for heads, either 1 head or tail, or either tail or head, or you are getting both the tails. So you have 4 possibilities, or you can say 4 outcomes for this event, that tossing coins, 2 coins together. Third question, outcomes of an event of getting. What is the question? Second question is, when a die is thrown, list the outcomes of an event of getting. So if you observe the die carefully, on that all the 6 surfaces you have given some specific number. That is, on one face it is 1, second face 2, third face 3, fourth face 4, 5 face 5th, and on 6th face you have 6 dots particular. So in a die, particular numbers from 1 to 6 is already marked. So when you throw it, it has a possibilities. It can be stop on 1 or on 2 or on 3 or on 5, 6 or 7. You cannot judge it. You cannot predict it. Okay. So what is your outcomes if you are throwing a die? It can be any number from 1 to 6. Okay. So what is our outcomes? Let's see. The possibility of getting outcomes as prime numbers. So you know what is the prime number from 1 to 6? It is through 2, 3 and 5. So on throwing the dice, you have possibilities of getting either 2, either 3 or either 5 as a prime numbers. Or you are getting the probability of not a prime number, that is either 1 or 4 or 6. You cannot predict when you throw a dice. It can be a prime number, it can be not a prime number. Or it can be a prime number either 2, 3 or 4, or it cannot be a prime number either 1, 4 or 6. Go on to the next. A number greater than 5. If you throw a dice, a number greater than 5, you have only one possibility for that. Because on dice you have only 1 to 6 and number greater than 5 you have only one possibility, that number is 6. Next is a number not greater than 5. You have so many possibilities from 1 to 5. Either it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, or it can be 5. So this is all about your question number 1 and 2. Move on to the third question. Welcome back, students. Now see the question number 3. Question is, find the first question, probability of the pointer stopping on D in question number 1a. So in question number 1, if you see the diagram, okay, B, C, D, and this is your pointer. Now what is the question? Probability of the pointer stopping on D. Okay, so if you spin this one, you have total 5 outcomes. It can be stopped at A or B or C or D. So you have 5 outcomes. Total outcomes you have 5. Out of that you have only one possibility to get D as your favorable outcome. So one possibility of getting your favorite outcome. So what is the probability of getting D? That is 1 divided by 5. How? This 1 is your favorable outcomes and this 5 is your total outcomes. So this is the formula to find probability of any event. Again I am repeating. This is your spinner. If you have spin it, so for one time you have possibilities of getting either A, either B, either C or either D. So you have total 5 outcomes. You cannot judge whether it stop on A or B or C or D. You have total 5 outcomes. Okay. Out of that, what is your favorable outcomes? D, and D is repeated only one time. So what is the probability of getting D as your favorable outcomes? The possibility is 1 divided by 5. Okay. So this is all about your question number 3. First part. Move on to the second part. B. Now what is the question? Let's see. Probability of getting an ace from a well shuffled deck of 52 playing cards. How many cards you have? If you know the playing cards, how many cards you have? Total 52 cards. Out of this 52 cards, how many ace? 4. Okay, 4 ace are present in the number of 52 cards. Okay, so what is our question? What is the probability of getting ace from 52 cards? What is the probability? My favorable outcomes, I want only ace. My favorable outcomes is 4 and total outcomes is 52. So what is the probability of getting ace? That is 1 by 40. So this is my answer. Got the point? So if you select a card, it may happen it is ace or it is not. So your favorable outcomes is 4. At a time you are getting or you are not getting. Okay. So your favorable outcomes is 4 and total outcomes is the whatever number of card is there, 52. So 4 divided by 52. When you reduce it, so 1 divided by 13. So this is all about your question number 3B part. So what is your answer? 1 divided by 13. Now see option. Let's see. You are given the diagram for that. Probability of getting a red apple. Okay. Now see. Here how many apples are there? Total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So total apples 7. So total outcomes 7. Out of that red apples are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 apples are red. So what is the probability of getting red apples? So probability of getting red apple, that is 4 divided by 7. If you are selecting one apple at a time, it can be green, it can be red. If you are selecting 4 times, it can be red, it can be green. So you don't know which apple is coming. So total number of 4 red apples, probability of getting marks. The answer is 4 by 7. So this is all about your question number 3. Move on to the next question, that is question number